Hi, I'm Dasa. Please subscribe and ring the bell. Comment, like, and share. Now, because God is free and unbound, all ideas are subject to change and further understanding here in these presentations and throughout the universe. In this world, by the Lord's arrangement, it's all about name and fame, power and position. And by God's arrangement, who has the most name and fame? Well, that would be God. Power, who has the most power? Again, that would be God, obviously. But now, power and position in this world is what people are after. And power in this world is related to name and fame and income stream. Now, in whatever world, people are attracted to those with power, name, and fame. It's like a social proof. In the material world, society consciousness, also known as group consciousness, is predominant. But in the spiritual world, in Bhagavad Gita 18:66, God ultimately says, quote, "Abandon all varieties of religion and surrender individually directly to me." Close quote. No societies. This does not mean, though, that societies are not beneficial in their time and place, but that they are not ultimate. In Jesus' time, the Sadducees had the power of being controllers of the main temple in Jerusalem. Jesus did not like that the controllers of the main temple were using their powerful position for economic profit by selling in the temple Passover sacrificial doves and running the money-changing operations for the peasants to do that, and doing this as a temple function. When Jesus overturned the money changers' tables inside the temple and said, quote, "God's house is a house of worship, not of business," well, what did that threaten? The temple leaders' income stream, thereby threatening their position of power. Around it goes in circles. It threatened the money and the power of one of the established groups of power at that time. The lesson is that if you threaten someone's income stream, they don't like it, and they don't like you. Imagine a non-politician running for a big political office. At first, the political and economic power establishment will ignore and laugh at you until you get some traction or backing, and once you get that, they will attack you. In Jesus' case, he paid the ultimate price only approximately 4 days after disrupting things. This is one of the major sins for which Jesus died to point out to you, to point out in an ultimately dramatic way, to make broadly public the story of how disrupting the income stream of those with power can cause a violent reaction, to make the point that God comes first and not your position of power supported with an established income stream. Die to live. Best-selling author named Dr. Will Tuttle wrote an article about why no spiritual teachers or gurus are preaching an animal-free vegan diet. In that article, Dr. Tuttle said that a critical mass of vegans is necessary first before a vegan preaching religious leader or guru can appear. That is because there would not be enough of an income stream to support in any large way that particular pastor, pope, or guru. No money, no power. The subconscious or conscious thoughts of losing funding blinds many established leaders to making forward progress in the evolution of consciousness. For those who already have a reliable income source that backs their position of power, to lose that source is a fate they refuse to accept at the expense of their actually making any spiritual progress. Lose money source, lose power. Power and comfortable position is the most intoxicating thing. Withdrawal is tough. Helplessness in front of God is reality. Why? Because He's got the whole world in His hands. He's got the whole wide world in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. Well, that's about it. Thank God. Peace. Please subscribe and ring the bell. And until next time, may God show you absolute truth and supreme beauty. Muchísimas gracias.